Blech. Welcome everyone, it's Vaporous Dracomar. It's time for some more Shadow Legends. In this episode, and we are not using the thing yet. I'm not using the thing. We're going to be doing more of the Drop Fever event. I'm going to attempt... How many epics do we have? Okay. Epics. I think this is about the best epic lineup we can come up with, because I haven't actually 6-starred that many epics. Actually, I lied. I lied. I just realized we have more epics leveled up here. I lied. I forgot that Haikatoon is an epic. I'm a dumb ass. A dumb and an ass. You see, here it works better, because I actually have a lot more epics leveled. I even have 260 epics. Because I didn't get as many Legos early on for this account. So yeah, the epics. Champ is a farce, unless you have like more block buffs. If you don't, like, unless you have something like Morty Macabre, this champ is an absolute nuisance. Morty Macabre though does not care about block damage. He just says, "No, screw you, I'm killing you." But that's one of the reasons Morty Macabre is so fun. He's just like, "Oh yeah, you have a problem? Damn." Another reason why I think 6-starring Dark Elhain is probably worth it is because it's good for, like, you know, epics only and stuff. But her biggest thing is she deals with freeze. She turns freeze against enemies. Gonna enjoy that leaf. See, this is easier to deal with, you know. This is a much more tolerable dragon for me to farm. Because I hate farming low dragons because of the requirement. This is not very low. This is reasonably high. It's not like god tier, but it's not trash tier. Well, not only trash tier, but like low. Like, yes, 60 like dragon, what? Like level 60. It's kind of bad, but it's not as good as this. This is actually kind of fun, more fun to be on a dragon that's several times your level, and that's like a number of levels ahead. Rally the horde. Get him. Get him. Get him. Aha, the turn meter compression. You see how powerful that was? You don't see that shit. Let's attempt it. Ooh, but that's a lot of energy. Yeah, stage 12, it's going to get dicey, but we might actually pull it off. Here, we actually have a half-decent assortment of epics. Like, we're not starving on epics this time. We even have 2 of them that are 6-star. Which I'm working on more of them. Don't get me wrong. But it's hard. It's hard because yes, I have more boosts, but I don't have a lot of resources to back those boosts up. So I'm trying to like not blow all my resources in one place. Because the problem is that this game in general is more of a snail's race than a sprint. That's the problem. If we beat this, it'll be pretty good, especially if we can farm it. If we can farm this, we're in a pretty nice spot. I actually cared about my epics. It's not like I'm not gonna 6-star more of them. I'm gonna probably 6-star Deacon in the future. What I'm anticipating and what I'm trying to also raise food for, which again, it takes a while to even raise the food for a rank 6, mind you, is I'm trying to raise food for my Arbiter or Direct Star. That's what I'm anticipating. Arbiter and Direct Star are going to be massive game changers on this account, because both of them have things that nobody here can currently do. For one thing, Arbiter is going to be a bigger deal, because Arbiter has a revive. Almost no one except that Forgotten Lizard Man in the corner can even, and freaking Shaman can even do a revive at all. So because of this, it's actually a big deal to have a revive champ. Especially when it provides revive and speed and a heal. Nobody, literally nobody in my group is capable of doing that. And debuff decreased duration, all of that in one. That's massive. like, you know, like buff duration decrease, like massive, or not just debuff, like buff duration decrease, that very few champions can do that. Very few champions can do what ours can. None of them are in this account. So it would be absolutely huge. Like, HP burn, we have an HP burn, but he's not that durable, and he doesn't place it on, like, all the hits. Like, Drexstar places it, like, a lot. So that's why Drexstar is such a bigger deal than, yes. I'm going to finish it off here. I know the tournament's about to end. This would be a fitting end to the tournament. Kill this specific guy. Alright. I doubt we're going to get over this difficulty, because what's going to happen is, when we get over this difficulty, the fact that my gear is kind of crap is going to catch up with me. Because I had a bunch of things that I things people that are non-gamers don't understand. People that are not dedicated gamers, they don't understand. They don't understand the need to grind. They don't understand that you have to grind in order to make progress. They don't understand I have to allot for RNG. They don't understand that I don't want to be the worst person who's ever participated in a dragon tournament. Deacon. Deacon becomes the Dragon Boy. Becomes the Dragon Slayer. Deacon the Ignored. Nobody cares about Deacon anymore, man. They only care about freaking Ninja. They don't care that Deacon exists in the game. Even though Deacon does so much. Only me and a handful of noobs care that Deacon exists. These other suckers care. They don't care about the Deacon. It's time the Deacon rises. The rise of Deacon. Deacon the ignored. Now I know I'm pushing my luck here, and I'm pushing it real hard, but I want to see if we can take on Dragon 13 with this setup. I know this is pushing my luck farther than I probably should ever push my luck, but I want to try it. I want to see if Deacon can do the impossible. He may very well be able to, but he's already a hero for taking on Dragon 12. Can he do the impossible? Can he actually take on this crappy dragon? Can he actually do it? Can he actually become the Dovahkiin? Probably can, actually, if I can get him to 60, honestly. He probably will become the Dovahkiin. If I could just give him that. The thing that's weird about epics is some of them are powerful enough that you could mistake them for legendaries, and others are kind of plain. Like Vergus is strong enough that you could mistake him for a legendary. Others, it's like, that was an epic? What the heck? Same with legendaries. It's like, what the hell with Manaya? Nobody gives a crap about Manaya. And then she like solos Nether Spider, and I'm like, okay, wait. So Manaya is not as trash as previously thought. Alright, so like, Manaya is the most trash legendary that's ever lived. Maybe not. Solos Nether Spider? Not many champions can solo Nether Spider. I want everyone to be keenly aware of this. Not many champions can solo Nether Spider and live to tell the tale. Even stuff like Deacon cannot solo Nether Spider. Like that's a special kind of wicked. Nether Spider, not many get past it. This is by far the highest spider I have ever attempted with this setup, with epics. This will be a new record. If I beat this, it will be an all-new record. Never before done by me, ever. This will be a new record. This will also be one of the first times that I don't face this with a team of full 60s if I win. The thing is, man, where's Virgo? I really don't like it. Go on, Deacon. I know everyone's forgotten your existence because Ninja exists, but I swear to God, Deacon, you can come out of obscurity. You can become a hero. A hero that people will finally remember your name. Deacon Armstrong. They will remember your name. They will remember you exist. They will remember that you decrease turn meter. They will remember you. They will finally recognize that you're a champion not just some food champ. They will recognize you. Same with, well, Haikatoon has always been recognized. Surprisingly, I know. Surprising, I know. I don't like to say it, but yes, Haikatoon has been recognized. It's recognized a lot more than Deacon is. Talk about Deacon, people will draw a blank. Deacon? Who the hell is that? I don't know what Deacon is. Is Deacon food? Is Deacon food? I don't know. Maybe he is. You tell me. This one's going to be a bit more of a struggle. Because this is the real McCoy right here. This guy hits hard. This guy hits really hard, and he has a lot of health. He's not easy to deal with. You can't really provoke him either. But he seems to be holding up. Granted, this is a very rough fight, but we seem to being able to hold up. And I can't provoke this sucker for some reason. I don't understand why I can't provoke his ass, but I can't provoke his ass. Why can't I provoke his ass? Almost everything else under the sun I can provoke. Why not you? Decrease your speed? No. The one thing I like about this team comp is that it works in a variety of situations if you can prepare it right. Because it's got a great deal of turn meter control, which is not something most people appreciate. I don't appreciate the turn meter control. Turn meter control? Nah. It's not important. It doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. Turn meter control, Vaporsmith? What the frick is that? Means nothing. Turn meter control means nothing. Yeah, it means nothing until you figure out people who actually know how to do it right, and then you'll learn. Then you'll learn the value of turn meter control. It's an acquired taste. It's a taste that you guys can't appreciate, most of you anyway. You can't appreciate it. It's just something nobody appreciates until it's too late. That's the stupid thing about turn meter control. Nobody appreciates it. Okay, we're screwed. We are straight up screwed. Yeah, no, we're not taking on Dragon 13. Nope. That's not happening. This is the highest we can do. I know it's kind of disappointing, but I haven't really developed my epics as much as I should have. That's part of the problem. I have more 6 stars to craft. I've got to get these 3 in the middle to 6 star. Because I've been thinking of getting Dark Elhain for 6 star for a long time. Why? It's Elhain. This whole account was originally based on Elhain. And Dark Elhain would like complete the story of the Elhain. Well, it wouldn't, but it would come close. Because we have the 4 starters, and then we'd have Dark Elhain. Get them to 60. And then we would need... We need the Arbiter. In the end of the day, there is no substitute for getting the Arbiter. That's the truth of the matter. There is no substitute for getting the Arbiter. And that's why I have to finish the Arbiter missions. Because when I finish the Arbiter missions is when we're finally... Or at least we tried to take Dragon 13. We tried. We tried that funny business. It didn't work, obviously, but we tried. The very fact that I tried to take Dragon 13, I feel is a very courageous thing, especially on this team comp that is not fully developed yet. When it's fully developed, it will have a bunch of 60s, not just 2. Have more, but we haven't got that phase yet. That involves a thing called grinding, using XP boosts, and grinding, and having resources for it, and stuff like that. So yeah, again, the reason I'm grinding this dragon is because I do want to try to take advantage of this event to some extent before it expires. Preferable. The problem is I actually don't have that good of gear, so that's why I'm trying to do a bit of it. I had to grind for food earlier today. It's a very busy day for most of it. I did some League, but League is not my priority. This game is... so much to do. Even if you just focus on just this game, there is so much to do. And then, like, you have to clean stuff. It takes time because everyone's pissed. Because there was a document. My mom was pissed because it was a document that got lost. And the document was significant. Yeah. There's that story. Fight this dragon's lair. I'm not, again, I'm definitely going for the dragon's lair. I'm not fighting dragon's lair. No, I'm fighting now. Majesty. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Ooh, that actually killed him. Yeah, that also tells you how strong some of my characters are. Keep in mind, that was one of my frontliners. Yeah, this dragon isn't as mild as he looks. This dragon is not as mild as he looks. Don't knock him until you see him. See? Okay. Ooh, token. Maybe. He actually looks kind of dangerous. Actually don't know if we're gonna beat him. First I thought he was a little bit easy, and now I have my doubts. I actually not as dangerous as I thought. Because I was like, I thought he was actually gonna nuke really bad. I was concerned. First I was concerned. Now I'm not concerned anymore. Because some of these 1v1s, the characters they put against you are actually really powerful. One time, a Septimus actually soloed us just because of the amount of gear he had. It still hurts me, that memory. It hurts me like on a very deep level. But the Septimus was actually strong enough to just solo us without any issues. And he did it quick too. It wasn't just like, oh, it was like kind of slow. No, he nuked us. The Septimus literally nuked us for over 50,000 a time. It was embarrassing. Like, it was straight up embarrassing. He's still doing a pretty decent job. I mean, we should probably get him, hopefully. He's still proving to be a pain in the ass. See, he is proving to be a pain. He's definitely proving to be a pain in the ass. This is actually very close. I would not be surprised if he beats me here. Just. Yeah, I would not have been surprised if he actually beat me. I know you'll be like, huh? Yeah, don't underestimate, like, those solo duels. Those are not... They're not as tame as they look. But there's a reason I'm doing all that, is I'm trying to add to my mission. We still have 30 more. But, yeah. This is as high as we go. In terms of epic. I'm not gonna go a full on assault on the clan boss until I can like get even a bit stronger. Maybe like fill out War Master on Kale on this account. Now, while I could do a higher Dragon's Lair with a different thing, I'm not going to tonight. I'm just going to do the Epic Dragon's Lair to try to, because I think Dragon 12 is perfectly fine. Anyway. Going. He's unlocked a hidden skill. One day I'll have something like that on Bizarre, so one day. For now, I don't even have that. I mean, I guess Manaya could do it if I got her to 60. Maybe. I only say that she's actually deceptively strong. Granted, she wouldn't be qualified for this tournament because guess what? She's a legendary. High epics only. Although Eurogrim would be qualified, but again, I didn't pull him. So that's how are you guys doing? Like and subscribe if you like the content. I work very hard on this stuff. As per usual. Just gonna do it. If I see an opportunity of some people that are not overpowered, I will just take it. Then gets a stagnite. Guess tomorrow we can get that frag. I have to go before people get mad at me. So I will see you tomorrow.